Okay, so I think my last video left off on professional boundaries. So again, just know the boundaries, no gift giving, no personal talk, no invites to pool parties and things of that such. You are there to provide a service to the student or to the client. Keep it strictly business, strictly professional. So next we have the supervision supervisor. The supervisor should be able to state the purpose of supervision to the supervisee or the trainee. Should be able to describe the strategies of potential outcomes of effective supervision. Be able to prepare for the supervisory relationship with the supervisee or trainee. Be able to establish a plan for structured supervision, content, and evaluation of competence for training. Be able to create, I'm like all out of frame. I'm also sorry for the setting. I'm just trying to get this video in any way I can. Sometimes it's a little crowded in the house. Be able to create committed and positive relationships with the trainee. Be able to use behavioral skills with training to improve training performance. Should be able to complete with that's for like when you want to become a BCBA. So as far as supervision is concerned, just make sure that you as an RBT know what, or have an expectation or an idea from what you should be able to receive or get from your supervisor. Just build a positive relationship. Your supervisor should make sure that you understand what it is exactly that you're doing, what you're looking for, how you can get to it. If you need questions, who to go to, who to look for, where to look, what to do. Just basically make sure that you have a supervisor trainee relationship. Understand what you're supposed to do if things go this way. How are you supposed to react? Who are you supposed to go and talk to? Things of that nature. Just make sure that you as an RBT understand what you should be receiving from a supervising session with your supervisor. Lastly, but not least, we have a clinical direction, how an RBT will receive guidance during normal activities, or if you have like a client who maybe consistently talks about warning viewers discretion advised. I don't know. If you have a client who may be constantly talking about hurting themselves or hurting others, everything is, you're supposed to have everything that you go through or say, or everything with your client is supposed to be confidential, but sometimes you kind of have to break that rule due to the safety of the client or the safety of others that surround the client. So if you have a client that's constantly talking about harming themselves as well as someone else or someone else around them, you have to decide whether you call 911. I would say take it to your supervisor if it's not something immediate. But if you feel like something is about to happen, definitely call 911 and then contact your supervisor. But try to kind of have your supervisor be first line of contact. If it's an emergency, 911 first, 911 first. But contact your supervisor, let them know. Maybe during the session, text the supervisor and let them know, hey, I have this feeling today. The client said something. I'm not exactly sure how I should handle this. It seems pretty serious. And then your supervisor should tell you, where to go from there. But if you do have a client and it's an emergency, or you feel like something could happen right then and there, later on when you leave, later on tonight, or if it's a current emergency, contact 911. We do have a client RBT or client BCBA relationship confidentiality. But for the safety of the client and the safety for others around the client, sometimes you just have to, break those rules and handle the emergency and the situation at hand. Thank you.